Enough of that.
Listening to this once.
Yeah, I don't get sounding. I don't get. There are things that aren't like I'm not really into feet, but like I can stretch my mind to imagine someone who is into feet.
Yeah,
right. Like okay,
the feet are pretty enough, I guess.
Yeah, right. Like every so often I see someone whose feet are perfect. Now, like, all right, it's not my thing, but like I can get how somebody else might be.
It would be like if they were like really into women's necks. It's like, yeah,
I'm into women's necks, like the necks.
Vampires.
Yeah, but I'm not like freaking out all the time about women's necks. I don't want to like find your scarves and sniff them.
Right? Yeah, no. But I can see how like someone might take feet.
Licking your jewelry and stuff, like getting necklaces and.
So what was this word you said? Sounding. I think it's one I may not.
Sounding is when you penetrate your pee hole to varying degrees.
Yeah,
I'm familiar.
Sometimes the goal is to go
dick.
deep, and sometimes the goal is to sort of stretch the pee hole to the point where it can take larger and larger diameter
Look at this.
sounding rods or various objects. And it is PKA's most hated fetish, I will say.
Amongst the hosts, or
second possibly to furries.
Furries are cool.
Oh, I would dress up as a mascot all day before I shove a fucking pipe cleaner down my dick hole.
Or you can do both.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would absolutely. My only problem with furries is it seems like it's too hot.
It would be so uncomfortable. And those things
What if it's really cold out?
It would smell like shit.
Well, you know, the vast majority of furries
things
don't like wear suits all the time. That's like a special occasion thing.
Right. Well, they wear it during sex, and during sex, I'm already too warm.
Yeah, you're like they're going to be. They're having like
too.
Because it's not like I imagine they're going to meetups where they're wearing it all day at like their conventions, and then they're fucking. Just a day of wearing like a mascot costume or something, like you're going to be hot, sweaty, disgusting. So hopefully they have like a walk around. Yeah, and then you just like walk around with like black mold growing off your fucking wolf fur. Gross.
I would be a clownfish, so I could do it in the shower.
I just wish there was. They're just they're just weird, but it's fine. I know people who are furries.
We had
I won't say his name, but that gentleman who's in the Discord.
Yeah,
I like him, but I just hate. What's that thing that those church ladies would say? Like, love the sinner, hate the sin. Like that. That's how I feel about him being a furry.
Love the sinner, hate the sin.
You know, like the vast majority of furries are normal people that don't wear suits. Like it's
He's
more
got
of
a fucking wolf head.
I'm sure he does.
Him when he talks to me.
But wait, how can they be a furry if they don't have a suit?
Well, that's just the person who has a persona, or they're into that in their own time at home.
What a bullshit furry. They just pretend they have a suit. I don't respect this level of furry. Get yourself a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog outfit or get out.
You know what I just thought the most pathetic thing would be though? Like if you were a poor furry. Like if you couldn't afford like an actual manufactured furry suit, you had to like make your own. And
There's
it was
a lot
like,
of that.
remember Spider-Man's first suit and that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? How garbage it was.
Yeah. He's just swim.
He's like masking tape and leotards and shit.
I think you'd find that there's a lot of that. I mean, it's a lot of young people, a lot of artists, LGBT stuff. So I don't imagine that. I think the fursuits are the richer furries.
I want to pick on them.
You can't even have like regular oral sex as a furry because you'd have to take the head off. Right?
I mean, unless it's a well-designed head.
Yeah, couldn't it be like a mouth hole that slides open?
All the ones I've seen are more like mascot-esque.
Yeah, the two big noses, right?
Where it's like it's almost like they're looking through like the mesh in the mouth, like the way people at sports games do. I don't know though. I've only looked into it when we talk about it on this show briefly.
This should be a hangout question.
Since Woody is the expert on sounding, apparently you've seen more of that than anybody else here. I need to ask you:
I've seen much.
Is the final level of sounding a smaller dick, real one, going inside of another bigger dick, where like two guys like face each other, and I'm just doing it with my hands here. The smaller penis goes inside the big one, and they fuck each other like that.
And then you bust directly into the guy's bladder.
Actually, yes.
Oh no, it would be a busting contest.
Were you there when we had this exact thing?
They had lock and load.
Like when it's like when Voldemort and Harry are and who the guy who takes lock and loads.
Dude, what's so funny is like me and the rest of the degenerates in the Discord had this exact conversation like 2 months ago, and I don't remember who found it, but we literally found like the scenario you described where one penis is fucking the other penis.
So who won?
Nobody wins. Nobody
one wins.
wins a scenario like that. Like
One
Right,
penis
let's-
having sex with another penis seems even gayer than anal.
it seems gayer than anal, right? Like he
Right?
he
Because anal is something that heteros can do too, but like
I
penis
think
and
straight
penis.
people could probably do this with some stretching.
oh,
Wait, straight people could do this?
Goo.
Theoretically.
you're gonna fuck a woman's urethra?
I mean, with the amount of right amount of stretching and the little blue
Oh.
pill, you could do anything.
Oh, that can't be good for her.
I don't think so. You get a lot of UTIs.
Sounding
I'm sure in the
can't be-
future, when society collapses, somebody will kidnap all of you, some warlord somewhere, and force you to reenact some of these pornographies.
He might. I hope that I'm on Team
I
Furry
hope
and not
not.
Team Sounding.
Creepy fuck.
When I'm captured by
I
this
wish that evil on me.
vegan-esque rapist.
Don't wish that evil on me. Some sort of
Society collapses.
apocalyptic rape scenario.
Yeah, you live in a cage, and they bring you before the warlord, and he's like, entertain me with sounding.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I can do voices, kind of. You know,
I know
Just
Sopranos
mock
well
him.
enough to tell it like a story. A good one.
yeah,
Change the ending, please.
you're like an old storyteller where they're like, quiet, gather around. Kyle's telling the
He's
Sopranos.
got the ultimate ending.